Welcome to the Part-Time Warlords, guys. Very exciting. We have the Backyard Brawl coming up, and it's a sort of a new event that we're running in Sydney in my backyard. Got two special guests. I got Dylan here. G'day, Dylan.
Yeah, yes, how you doing?
And Kieran.
Hey man, how's things?
Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. And yeah, there's been a lot to organise. There's a lot going on at home, but this is going to be so much fun. And I've really enjoyed prepping all of it and mucking around with AI to make funny posters, which has been sort of just a bit of a blur. It's amazing what it can do, to be honest. I've invited you two on because unfortunately you live fairly far away from me, so were not able to make this one. But I do want to keep you guys sort of in the loop, as we often do get to play, hopefully a couple of times a year and maybe online as well. So you're going to help me do our previews. So this is always probably one of the most fun things, actually, is doing the previews for these events along with the reviews.
Absolutely.
And we just remind everyone that in Sydney, we're growing our 9th Age base. We are keeping the flame alight from falling into the grave, as our good friend Tim would say. And we have a sort of a good casual sort of atmosphere. We've got a really good mix of, there is some competitive stuff going on, but we're mainly just trying to bring people in and have a lot of fun. So fingers crossed we can fulfill that, because there is something special that has pretty much just launched. And this is going to be our first event in our 9th Age Australia League for Season 2. So I've actually made a new league, guys, on New Recruit. Which wasn't done before, which I figured I probably should have done a little while ago. It'll just kind of track all the armies that are being played and, give us some stats, which will be really nice to look at in a year's time.
Cool.
And we've got this Legends of the 9th Age. Have you guys Kieran, have you had a look at Legends of the 9th Age or used any of the stuff inside yet?
The season pack? We've played a couple of games from it. I haven't looked at much more than like the dwarf special characters and the Bretonians, so they're in Kingdom of Equitaine special characters. Sorry, I'm still very old school with the way I think about my armies.
Yeah, we've got to come up with some names like we used to for the special characters, like the Bretonian one. Sorry, Equitaine one is going to be called like One Shot Steve or something. With his killing blow 10 or whatever it is. How about you, Dylan? Have you played any games with the Seasons Pack yet?
I've played games with the Seasons Pack, not with any of the special characters, but I have had a pretty good look through all of them. I'd be keen to try some of them out. None of them seem very good, but that's not really the point.
Yeah. I've played one game with the Vampiress on foot, and she was Lady Chrysalis. It's pretty fun, but it's a bit limited. But fingers crossed, maybe we have some updates coming in the next month or two, and we'll have maybe a next event. We might try and focus on the Legends of the 9th Age. So just to continue a little tradition that we started last time at Castle Assault, is we're going to contest the shield again. So our shield basically is our special sort of trophy that we give out for random things. And we're going to take a little different direction with it this time. I'm going to be bringing in some achievements, and during this event, if you fulfill the achievements first, physically first, not in the same game or same round or anything, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If you fulfill those 3 achievements, you are going to get your name put on the shield as our Backyard Brawl Shield champion. So, shield itself, I got to use my other love, which is wrestling, and put a bunch of fantasy characters into wrestling matches. And basically during the event, we're going to have 3 different powers that you can use, and you got to tick them or cross them off your sheet once you use them. So we got the chair, we got the tables, and then we've got the ladder. So the chair basically means you get a round of zeal. The tables one is you get to give someone a minimized flea move. And the final one is you get to give someone fly, because they jump off the top of the ladder onto the enemy unit. And you got to cross them off. You have to declare them before any dice are rolled or anything like that. And obviously then just tick it off on your sheet that you've got. Now, that's the kind of little powers. To follow up, though, here are those achievements. So I tried to blend them in with the theme as well. So the first one's the concerto. which is you've got to charge an enemy unit in both flanks on the same turn, which I have no idea how hard that is. I mean, I thought about making it, opposite sides, just hitting the enemy from opposite sides. The concerto, if people don't know, is when the two people hit the same person with the chair on either side. It was very 2000s when they used to actually hit people with chairs properly. And the second one, a lot of these ideas also were helped with a friend of mine, Max, who is a big wrestling fan as well. Cage match specialist, have a unit engage in combat for 4 or more consecutive combat phases. So, there might be some, what do you call them, slap fights going on. No one's doing too much damage. That'll actually earn you cage match specialist. So, and then the last one is basically the 5-star frog splash, big jump. You got to make a successful charge off a hill, but you got to have your whole unit on your hill. So, no charging your longbowmen. I mean, you could charge your longbowmen off that hill and they'll achieve this and they'll probably get slaughtered afterwards. But, they're the 3 achievements, and tick them off as you go, wave them around in the air, celebrate them, because the first person to tick all 3 boxes is the winner.
I'd love to hear how many games get tanked to get this ticked off. I feel like you're winning if you lose the game but win the prize.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We do have some of the, there they are there, some of the new deployments and some of the new and old primary objectives. So, not trying to make it too complex, but I did put in divide and conquer there, which is going to be, again, really dependent on scoring. Secure targets is kind of similar to what it was, and trophies of war kind of similar as well. I've played divide and conquer quite a few times, and I reckon it's amazing. I really like divide and conquer. And then you can see the deployment at the top, I think, is called encircle. That one's going to be quite interesting. That's probably my favorite. Round 2 is probably my favorite. Along with that, we've got all new maps. So we're going to use all the maps from the Vetia, which is I think is the name for the empire, the land where the empire sits. So Vetia is a lot of double terrain pieces. So this is one example here. It's going to be like double forest, double hill, double water, double building. There's going to be a lot of doubles. They're all. I've made sure every map has hills on it, so they can try and do the 5-star frog splash move. But yeah, just using the Vetia ones. We're not going to use the other ones, so we can kind of maybe save those for another tournament. Mm-hmm. Now, with your guys' help, we're going to go through and preview everyone's list so we can share it with everyone formally. And then these are also organized in matchup order for round 1. So we've done a little bit of randomizing, but I have moved people around a little bit. So let's see. We're coming in at 3,500 points as opposed to 4,000, just because this is a one-day event. Being in my backyard, my wife is being very gracious. Even though I do all the work in the backyard, but that's okay. We will have, 9 to 5, I think is as much as I can push, maybe 9 to 6 o'clock, one day event with 3 rounds. So we reduce the points for that reason. Yeah. Well, it's throughout my whole house. My backyard's not big enough to fit 5 tables, so it'll be using literally every room in my downstairs of my house. So here we go. Now, you guys, I might actually go, who's more comfortable doing UD? Because our first player is Brendan.
Kieran's had a UD army.
I
might
back,
give...
Back in 6th edition. I can talk about it.
So I might give Kieran the floor to talk about Brendan. Brendan, who, again, is great sponsor, is going to be helping us out on the day with a lot. Including barbecue, tables, and all that sort of stuff. So, Kieran, what's he brought this time?
All right. So sorry, Brendan, for butchering the understanding of how you put your list, but we've got the Pharaoh General on the Shire Guardian, so we've got a nice big sort of monster to ride on. We've got the Great Aspos, he's going to run around shooting things with his little bot thrower, and the Godslayer Great. So he's going to go in and wants to chop stuff up, but he's kind of defenseless, other than being on a monster. He's got the 2 Normarks, with the captain attached and the Muts, shield lance. I haven't. I'm going to
The
be
scroll.
very vague.
I know
what
that
the
one. The
scrolls
scroll
do.
burns. That's the scroll that burns terrain, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I figured it would be something like that because he wants to keep the field as open as possible and or make sure that his stuff can get through it as quickly as possible. So that's what he's going to be wanting. And then he's got the 2 entombed chariot groups, standard bows and stuff. And then we've got this block of archers, 3 cataphracts, the 2 sand scorpions, and the battle sphinx and the dread sphinx. So you've got like 4 ambushing units. You've got a fair bit of movement as well because you've got like the cataphracts are pretty quick, the Normuck's pretty quick, the Ferris pretty quick, the battle sphinx and stuff's pretty quick, but it's pretty low on magic. And for a UD, I mean, I don't know, I haven't played enough with them recently to really make a call on that, but I don't think that's going to make life easy for him. But that said, I think it feels like a strong list against some armies, and I think some armies he's going to really struggle with. And I think any army that's either very quick or has the ability to deal with monsters is probably going to go fine.
Yeah, triple monster, isn't it? So Shah Guardian as well as Battle Sphinx, Dread Sphinx. I love that he's got the God Slayer because I haven't seen him take the God Slayer in a while, and I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's nice to see the big weapons make a show because they so rarely make the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Does the Nomarchs have Tomb Architect, right? So that's the regen buff, I think.
I think so. I'm just bringing it up now because what I'm trying to figure out is where they go.
Yeah.
And I don't think they can go in the chariot units.
Tomb Cataphracts, I think. Is that right? They can go in the Tomb Cataphract unit?
Yeah, they would have to go in the Tomb Cataphract. So like both characters in one unit.
Yeah.
Makes it fairly tough, I think.
Yep. Chunky unit. Yep.
Yeah.
And no magic. First appearance and no magic. I wonder if we'll see that in the next ones. Interesting.
That's what. Yeah, I think that makes it really tough.
Yeah.
Because he gives a unit with regeneration. He can give in sorcered statues within 18 inches of him regeneration.
Yep.
So that'll be the cataphracts or the battle sphinx or the dread sphinx. I don't think the Shah is an ensorcelled statue. Yeah.
It is an ensorcelled statue.
It is. There
it's
is.
basically a sphinx.
Awesome.
So he's giving regeneration out to whichever monsters are in combat.
Brilliant. All right, so he's going to be playing against, and I'm looking at it now going, oh dear, because it's a bit of a, as you said, it's a bit of a skewed list. He's going to be playing Cameron. Now, I may have to switch this around. Poor Cameron. So Cameron is a brand new player, and Cameron is bringing Empire of Sonstol. So, Dylan, I might throw it to you. There's a lot of text there.
Yeah,
feel free to just skip over it if you like.
Well, Cameron's got the only cannon, I believe. So that's some help against 3 monsters. 1 cannon versus 3 monsters might be a bit tough. The Pyro Mage. That's probably
be pretty helpful. I think something's flammable, isn't it?
Fairly helpful. There's not a whole lot of armor, I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there. So I think that should be useful. 2 knight units should discourage the chariots from coming in too hot and heavy. And then he's got, a decent block of infantry units to stick around, get their +1 to wound against any monsters coming in. Few guns. It's a pretty nice balanced list. It might be a bit of a struggle to fight 3 toughness 8 monsters though. Yeah.
There's against a few lists. This will have a really fun time. But yeah, those bloody monsters. Well, fingers crossed that Cannon can take one of them out at some point. Cannons are strength 10, aren't they? This cannon in particular is strength 10, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's D6 plus 1 wound, so he's going to need to hit it hard twice.
Yeah, D3.
Cull or D3, sorry, D3.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not D6.
That's some Skaven nonsense.
my poor brain. I claim exhaustion.
Of course. Speaking of the Rat Men, the second table is going to have our other new players. So we've got John with his Vermin Swarm, and I've played John before, and I had basically when I first introduced him and was like, what do you want to play? What do you want to do? And he's like, I've got 7 million points of Skaven that I want to use. And he showed me the photos, and I went, oh my God, he does. And this is in the old metric. So I said, okay, you got to try Vermin Swarm. And of course, he net listed, and he's net listing again, but it's fantastic. So I played against it. He's got the Master on Thaumaturgy. He's got the Secrets of the Doomblade character. He's got the Dustblade Assassins as well, who made a mockery of my poor troll character. Last time that we played, the assassins just looked at him, and the troll character died. But he's added in a few little things. He's got a prefect in there with the detonator, which is cool, and the pistol upgrade. 3 massive blocks of veterans. One of them with the blood furs, so they are bodyguard for his general, and Stalker standard, great choice. 3 weapon teams, 2 Jazale, 1 deep fire thrower, 2 lots of rats, which is a great choice. He didn't have in his previous list. They'll be really useful. And of course, the stock standard Arena Beast. And he's assured me he wanted to bring 2 of them, but he doesn't have the other model. So I don't know what 10,000 points of models and only one of those. Definitely got to invest in it because it's such a great character, such a great model. Oh gosh.
I think I don't know much about Vermin Swarm, to be honest. But the thing I like about this list is when you look at it, it looks like a 4,500 point list, but it's actually 3,500. And you're like, that is a lot of dudes and a lot of shooting for a very small army.
Yeah, this is the only list of all the ones I saw that didn't feel limited by the points. I think it's a pretty strong list.
Oh,
and I love to see the Doomblade in there.
Yeah, no, you can't leave home without the Doomblade.
That's some great points. He's going to play Tim. So, yeah, just trying to match up some people who they might have a good sort of first round with, also get a bit more familiar with the game. So, Tim is bringing a variation on what he usually brings with his Dread Elves. So, I might go... Yeah, there we go. Go for it, Kieran, if you want to run us through this.
Oh, again, not a Dread-Elf specialist, but what I love, again, this matchup is going to be great because it's like 8 characters versus no characters.
The assassins and the...
So
or the assassins and nothing to assassinate, yeah.
Exactly. And it's like Tim's one of the only lists that have the numbers to compete with this Skaven as well, so kind of like that. Plus the monsters. So I quite like the way Tim's put his list together because it just feels the way a Dread Elf list should feel. You've got a bit of monsters, you've got some nice spearmen there, you've got the Temple Militants, you've got the Obsidian Guard, the Justicators, like nice little elite units, you've got your skirmishing guys, you've got your knights, and then you've got a double Hydra. And I just think that's a nice, well-rounded, broad range of different infantry types that can deal with different things.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the Hydras to deal with other monsters. He's got, your Justicators and the Obsidian Guard to go into anything that's a bit tougher. You got your Gorgons to deal with your, flanking infantry and things like that. And then the Spears to just go in and lock everything together.
Brilliant. And if you haven't, I'll make sure I get you guys some photos, get everyone some photos of his Gorgons. He brought them to the last event. They look really, really great as per usual with Tim's painting. So... he's got all the... This is kind of similar to Hugo's one, I think. Hugo did the one of each list, and it worked really well for him last event, pretty much getting second. I think it was second place, leading most of the time. And those, he did have the magic as well to back it up, but obviously that was 1,000 points more. So this pretty much retains, as you said, Kieran, it retains that sort of flexibility and just doesn't have that magic to back it up. Basically, in my game, the Temple Militants, the Dancers of Yema, came in and got Spectral Blades. It was like,
oh no.
Oh, I'm a really high offense unit, and I am Spectral Blades at agility 6 or 7. So some nasty stuff in there. That'll be a really fun matchup, I think. Yeah, double
It's a good
Hydra.
list because it's like you look at it and you go, "This is what you'd take in a 4,500 point list. Only in that list you'd add characters."
Yes.
That's
Just
pretty much all you do.
to reiterate, no characters, and I think this is becoming a thing now. Is if you don't need them, just don't take them. I guess you got Obsidian Guard there for some rerolls. If you need them, and then otherwise just take fearless stuff, I guess.
That's it.
All right. So yeah, that's table 2 would be the Vermin Swarm versus the Dread Elves. We're going to go on to Ogres. Have either of you played Ogres?
Yeah, me.
Oh yeah, of course. You smashed me with them last time we played. My poor Orcs and Goblins. So I might throw it over to you, Kieran, and then you'll have my list afterwards, which I know that Dylan knows. So I'll let you take the Highboard Elves. All right, here we go.
All right, so Max is going to be a far more accomplished ogre player than me, so my opinions on his ogre list are going to be braised with failure, basically. But no, I really like the single character Hunter Orok. Like, it's great loadout, touch of greatness. He's pretty hitty. He's pretty hard to take down. He's got the slow Yeti first, so he's going to slow you down in combat. So it's like a really good all-round monster. Plus the Rock Orok, it drops the halves of wounds it's taking from multi-wounds, so he's going to shrug off cannons and all that stuff. You've got your standard little unit of tribesmen to run around. You got your spears of bruisers. You got your little darts of saber-tooth tigers, which is cool. And then he's gone a very similar list to what I used to run with the triple merc units. I used to run the max size triple merc units because I didn't care about Yetis or a frost mammoth. But I think Max is doing what I should do if I wasn't going for theme and diversifying a little bit, where the mercs tend to be, it's sort of like the all monster list. It's like you go in and you either are going to crush the opponent because they can't deal with a unit of mercs, let alone 3, or you're going to go in and be like, well, oh no, I don't have the speed and the number of units to deal with this. So yeah, I think it's a good solid list. I think the big units of mercs have got to keep an eye out for them. The little units with the brace is really gnarly because he's going to run around shooting off monsters because the ogre pistols, I'm pretty sure they're still poisoned. So that'll be pretty nasty to take on monsters and stuff. And then you've got the Yeti, you've got in there, the Frost Mammoth, he's going to come in and hold everything together while the mercs punch it to death.
Awesome. And again, his Yetis are brand new models. He's painted them all up. They look fantastic. Sent them through the other day. So we'll try and get some more photos of his.
I'll definitely need to see what they're like because I haven't seen any good Yeti models yet. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll get you some photos. They have a little bit more of a apish sort of look, like I guess a classic Yeti, kind of like nice. A Bigfoot sort of look.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, they look fantastic. All right, so this is going to be me. I've drawn this straw. So I dodged Mac's last event. So Dylan's going to take you through my highborn list.
We've got Canary Power Commander leading the army with Protection of Dorak. That's such a good item. I really like that. You can have an infantry guy with a decent armor save who most people need to hit on like a 5 because what's his defensive now? 11?
I think it's
maybe?
10.
Or maybe only 10 on a cone.
And we have learned that the stats do max at 10. I have learned that they can't go over 10.
Okay.
Defense 10. Woohoo!
Yeah, you got to be offensive 6 before you hit him on better than a 5. No, sorry, 7, right? Yeah, so pretty defensive.
No, 6 is right. 6 is right. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, sorry. If it's a 6 or higher, yeah, really, yeah, basically distracting, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty good. You've got a BSB Queen's Companion to, I assume, sit with the Queen's Guard and give them quick to fire.
Accurate.
That's one. Okay. A big block of spears. I love the big block of spears because it gives you a bit of redundancy there to lose some guys and still keep fighting. Lion's Guard are going to help you deal with all of these double or triple monster lists. So that's great. Queen's Guard, they got such a buff in the new rules. They did lose an AP on their shooting, but they gained a strength and AP on their melee. So you think they're like this squishy bow unit, but I've had them shoot down a Tomb Scorpion that popped up in front of them, be charged by the other one that also popped up in front of them, and beat it in combat, and just kept going. Yeah, and then you've got a few quick melee units. The Sword Masters are pretty good to just at 12. I think that's just an ideal number to come in, and you're not losing that many points if it goes badly, but they're always going to take something down with them. Yeah, solid list. Good all-round list.
Thank you. This is the one I was kind of playing with my daughter, so this is kind of what we got. I'm trying to kind of feel my way into it. I'm not really sure about how I'll be able to kind of what play style to go with the Highborn Elves. So it's a bit of everything. Hopefully I can get that Initiate of the Fiery Heart painted. It was that or a Phoenix, and I'm kind of using the same model for it because it's a fire wizard on a fire winged monster, so I might just use the same model. But
I can send my one up if I can set it up with Cordy.
Oh, maybe. I've got it printed and it's based. It's just maybe I'll just slap a couple of colors on it, so don't fuss too much, because it forces me to actually get them painted as well. Otherwise, they just sit in boxes. But yeah, I know yours is amazing. I don't know. I'll have to get your opinion maybe on the review show, Dylan, on whether the Fiery Heart versus a Phoenix, because I think 400 points for a Flame Phoenix is the same as a Fiery Heart.
Phoenix is definitely a better fighter. Yep. So it's like, depends if you need the magic. Yeah. I think the Fiery Heart, he's not going to win any fights on his own. He's not as scary as he maybe looks to people. But you throw him in on a flank or just add him into a charge because he doesn't take up much room, and he can help you tip a combat.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to using those Eagles too, because I think they're a little bit expensive now, but there's kind of smaller points games I've played with them. They actually can be kind of fun, good flank charge.
They're strength 5 now, aren't they?
Yeah.
3 attacks?
I think.
I'll be keen to hear how they go.
Yeah, 4 wounds. I think they're 4 wounds now. They've got an armor save now, and strength 5, AP1, yeah. So
they've got a glow up.
Yeah, a glow up. That's right. I'm still not sure on my luck with I think I'm going to get. I'm going to have a pretty rough game first round, but that's okay. I don't mind. Will I put the belt up for grabs? Is the championship belt up for grabs? Because this is really a buy buster list as well. So Scott Thompson was hopefully going to be playing, but he wants to just come and watch. So Scotty will be there to catch up with everyone and have some lunch and watch some games. So he won't be playing. So that means I'm here. It's going to be interesting how I wound that Rock when my wounds are halved from my Lion Guard.
Probably going to depend how far, who the Lion Guard get to fight.
Oh God, there's only 19 of them. Please, just they've got the banner, so they get a ward save for the first round of combat. I was just like, keep them alive.
That banner always goes to someone. It's the question when I write my list. It's who gets the banner. It's not whether I take it.
It's just like a little lottery. They're passing the banner around, going, "No, I'll take it. No, you'll take it." I'll get in touch with you, Dylan, because I've got to get some other ideas. I want to have a real combat focused grindy list. So I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
That's table 3. Let's go to table 4. So here we go. Again, we've got another lot of elves. We're going to have all 3 elves represented, which is awesome. Except in this list, Lee has brought very few elves, which he likes to do.
Not a whole lot of elves, yeah.
Although it has some elves, so we'll give him some credit. It's got a few. So he's Sylvan Elves with the Tree Father Wizard, the Tree Father Ancient, which now can get a HP back with that Verdant Rebirth skill. So that's kind of cool. It's a Wizard Adept only, though. Obviously, 585 is already very expensive. But yeah, just the Adept. He's got a Chieftain on the Elk, who's got spirit arrows. I think that's the equivalent. Was it the 3d6 shots item? I think.
No, this one,
Oh,
you
is this
shoot it
different?
at a wizard and
Yep.
he channels less.
Oh, wow, that's different. That's cool. And
It's pretty useful.
Yeah, does it have to like hit the exact, or is it the unit that a wizard's in?
I think it has to hit I only read it today, so I'm not sure.
You've done better than me. I thought that was the other one. Horn of the Wild
before
Hunt.
rolling to hit, choose one model with channel in the target unit, and they get channel X-1.
That's epic. Okay, interesting. He's got triple dryads, 20 block dryads, so that's 320, 60 dryads backed up by 25 forest rangers. They've got the Predator Pennant. Now, the Predator Pennant, does anyone remember that one? Is that the Vanguard one, or is this?
Yeah, no, it's devastating charge, distracting.
Oh, so good, so good. 6 thicket beasts as per usual. Big chunky unit without the character inside, but still super solid. I think they're like 4 up armor, strength 5, resilience 5, which is great.
Yeah,
and then the maidens, who are seeing a lot of use, I think, at the moment, the Briar maidens, to back that up. So he's got basically like two adepts. And that brings you to 3,500 pretty quickly, actually. So a few chunky units there. And the Rangers are, pretty good unit against most things. So hits pretty hard. Combat Sylvan Elves. And I might throw it back over to you, Kieran, because my friend Stuart has made an appearance, and Stuart loves his ogres. In 9th Age, he shows up for one event a year, or whichever one I can hassle him to come to, because he does like the game, and I always love trying to get him in and meet some new people and play anyone besides me, because we're always playing each other.
Nice one.
So take it away. What's he bringing with his ogre cards?
Yeah, so he's got the special character that I don't know what it does, but I'm sure it's awesome.
Oh, the Chefling. The Chefling. I can take you through that. So the Chefling, he's not a wizard. He's only 250 points, but he basically cooks meals for the units and hands them out. Yep. So Stu has to get some sort of special award, right? Dylan, because he's brought the special character.
100%,
for sure. And such an appropriate special character.
Yeah, it can give like regen. Yeah, exactly. It can give wounds back, regen, a few other buffs here and there. So yeah, hopefully he has fun with him.
I quite like this list because it's a bit of an all-rounder. It's got a little bit of everything, and he's got some pretty good responses to things. Mm-hmm. So you got the Tusker Cavalry, which are going to be a great little sort of counterpunch, pretty scary unit with a big threat range. You got the Mercenaries, same thing, first strike and stuff. So they're going to go in and be pretty nasty. You've got the Bombardiers, who are good at sort of forcing people to come into you. Same thing, Frost Mammoth to keep the tribesmen and the bruisers happy, to make sure that whatever they're fighting is good. You've got the Scrappling Trappers, who are really great for like that sort of chaffing countercharge stuff because of the dangerous terrain tests. You got your little scraplings of bows just to make sure you got just a bit of like counter fast cap
yeah, of course,
sort of shooting. And then you got like a nice little character setup. The standard bearer is not the toughest to take down. I usually go mine with the take all the weapons master one.
Mm-hmm.
But I like
Troll Leader as the backup. Or something. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I do like Troll Leader as my backup. And then I like the Khan, the warding immunity, to make sure he's a bit braver. Mm-hmm. He's defensive with the Iron Fist, and then Crown of the Blizzard King, so he's got some random magic there for fun.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's thematic, it's kind of fluffy, but it's kind of cool at the same time, and it's the kind of list that if you take it for granted, it's gonna eat you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the banner. I was asking Stu, I was like, banner of speed? Now on the Bombardiers, because I think the Bombardiers have march and shoot, so it buffs their march and shoot. I was like, sure, whatever, man. Like, I love it. He'll bring what he wants, and he'll be a bit fluffy with it. I had to check though as well. He had the Crown of the Wizard King, and I had to double check. You've got another spell, right? And yes, it's the Frost Mammoth has the Witchcraft spell. Yeah, which can prevent you from seeing anything beyond 12 inches. So, I mean, that's got uses. That's got a lot of uses.
Especially in an ogre list, that can be really good.
Oh, fantastic. Dylan, did you want to add anything there?
I want to say for 250 points, this chef
Yeah.
is pretty good. Like most of the special characters are not that they're fun, but they're not that good. This guy's pretty good.
He's a little hobbit riding a. He's a little hobbit riding a ogre, right?
Yeah,
With the big pot.
He's cooking them all dinner, and
those bombardiers. So they'll be movement 7, so they can march 14.
Yeah.
And they'll shoot 12 strength 5 AP3 shots that have march, shoot, quick to fire, steer and shoot, and accurate. There's a 12-inch range and aim 5+. That's the downside. But if you're marching 14 and then shooting 12, you've got a 26-inch threat range, which is pretty nasty when you're pumping out 12 strength 5 AP3 shots.
Oh, I hope that he gets. You know, it's always the case. You're like, you G yourself up, you get the prime target, and then you roll a hit. So fingers crossed to get some good hits on. Wow. So they're super handguns, aren't they? They've buffed a point on handguns. So fingers crossed.
That's it.
Yeah, no, I love this. I love the variation that he's got in the list too, because I don't think I've played him with this type of list before.
Yeah.
And
I think the bombardiers are funny too, because they're kind of a bit like. They've been changed around so much. They're a bit like the dwarf flame gun guys. They're a bit like the chaos dwarf blunderbuss guys, where every edition the gun is so different. So they're hard to keep in your mind. You know.
Yeah. So see if they settle on this setup. It's quite different to the previous ones, from what I know. And I think trappers are always fun.
Absolutely.
Are always fun. So that's going to be interesting against the Sylvans. This will be a nice close matchup. I think this will be I'm probably leaning towards the ogres a little bit in this. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, the ogres I feel like can probably dictate the game a little bit more, but elves are tough.
Yeah. All right, and that brings us to the last table. So we've got Hugo with his Demon Legions. Now, I didn't know he was bringing Demon Legions. Hugo sent in his list late, so I had to kind of put the matchups together already. And then the list came in, and he was with Demon Legions, and he'll be playing Mark on round 1, who also has Demon Legions. So this will be the Demon Legion face-off. I might take us through his. So we've got the Scourge with the Flaming Protection and the Flaming Attacks. And then we've got the Courtesan. Now, the Courtesan has slipped my mind which specific setup the Courtesan is. They're both just Wizard Apprentices, so just one spell each. But I really like this core setup, as I know Dylan is looking up the Courtesan for me as we speak, aren't you, Dylan?
Yeah, for sure.
Legend. And I love the Imps. So the Imps have both got Smite the Unbeliever, which is a really good magic missile. And then he's got the 16 Lemures with the Golden Helm. I think Golden Helm means minimize leadership tests, so less chance of suffering supernal. So I love that core setup. 2 lots of Brazen Beasts, a Hope Harvester, so that shooty one that can go in a core unit, so that could go in the Lemures even, to give them a really big base and hold ranks. And then 2 lots of Hellhounds. So Hellhounds, I'm pretty sure, same as they've always been, but they're wicked cheap. 165. He's giving them Hot Blood. I think Hot Blood is plus Agi, Devastating Charge, higher agility or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. It's changed a few times as well, so I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think they're a bit...
Plus 2 agility on the charge.
So maybe like Agi 6-7 on the charge then?
Agi 4 normally, so yeah.
Elf killers, that's what they are.
Yeah. They're not as nasty defense-wise they used to be, because they used to be 2 wounds defense 4, but now they're like 1 wound, toughness 4, defense 3. But they're now 3 strength 5 attacks on the charge, so they're pretty...
Wow.
Like they're going to pump it out. They're no AP though, so they got lethal strike.
Lethal strike.
Good, they're nasty.
Have we found that Courtesan to remind me what the Courtesan
so
is?
5 strength 5 attacks, but if she hits you in the flank, it's 10 strength 5 attacks.
So it is
plus 5 when she's in the flank already.
It's the Razor Tentacles monster.
Yeah. It's been simplified quite a lot. She used to get area attacks, so every hit multiplied into 5.
Yeah.
They just said straight plus 5.
Just double her attacks. Why not? Fantastic. So very flexible, very fast. very fast units, and he's going to be playing something a little bit different. So Mark, he's got the Miser, which he assures me will be nerfed. And he's getting his money's worth out of this Miser because he's given it 4 upgrades as well. I do know Mirrored Scales is the roller 1 and it hits your own health pool, which is kind of awesome. Yeah. The other ones, I think there's a couple defensive ones in there, but either way, it's a Miser. It's got resistance.
Yeah. It's resistance. It ignores devastating charge. If you roll ones to hit it, you hit yourself. There's a few other things, like I can't remember if it ignores multi-wound or reduces multi-wound or something as well. But yeah, I played this the other day, and I remember with the KOE, and I looked at it and just went, I can't send anything that means anything into this guy because he will just destroy them. His one redeeming thing is that he's not all that offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I threw Knights of the Realm at him and just stuck. But Knights of the Realm are a great unit for that because they're high speed, they're high toughness. I mean, like, they've got heaps of armor, and they're not too offensive. So even if they hit themselves, they're not going to kill themselves. So
and they
it's
can't
like the
get
ideal
stomped.
unit.
Yeah,
and they can't get stomped.
Yeah.
So it's not like, very few people are going to have a unit like that to deal with him. So I think he's a gnarly unit.
The unnatural roots means he counts as having an extra rank.
That's right. Yeah.
Mirrored Scales, hit yourself. Brimstone Secretions, he ignores divine attacks.
Yeah.
How good is that?
He's like, I don't care about anything.
The Clinging Ica is the ignore devastating charge. So it's basically a cannon can kill him, and I don't know, you're on your own after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting his money's worth out of that defensive setup. Definitely before the rules update comes down the pipe.
Yeah.
That's excellent. That's a really good thing. I was wondering and thinking, so I send Chaos Knights with spike shields at him, so that when they hit themselves, they spike shield. What's going on there? How does that work? Okay. Interesting. I'm sure he's going to be a pain in the ass to just about everyone he plays against. He's backing it up with double Lemures with Golden Helm again, which is like
hard to get rid of.
Great choice, Golden. He's got bigger units of Brazen Beasts, so Hugo had 2 units of 3. I don't think with any upgrades. He's got 2 units of 4 with Curved Tusks. Curved Tusks is a pretty decent
better
buff.
Impact hits, but it's like better impact hits and strength or something on the charge. But he hits himself on ones.
No, that's not Curved Tusks. I don't think, unless they've changed what Curved Tusk is.
Yeah, I think I think it may be that. Yeah.
Sorry,
it's like your own mirrored scales. Right. You're mirrored scalesing yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is the buff you get from it? +1 strength or something?
+1 strength and AP, but on a 1 you hit yourself.
Okay. Devastating charge or first strike?
No, just all the time.
Oh, all the time. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that is kind of good risk and reward. 5 Hoarders, which are really good. With Clinging Ica, Mirrored Scales is a great setup. And they get 2 because of the Miser being the general. And the Clawed Fiends, which are, nice little flanker with Musicians, so he can outflank other flankers, which is pretty neat. Actually, just looking back, there are not many Musicians at all, and that's... the Sylvans have them, but again, probably not in the context of which you need to see them, right, on a flanking unit. So Musician has been, and again, if you guys have watch this DICE channel where he went through all the feedback for 3.0 so far, Musician will get changed. In the future, it won't stay as it is because it's not being taken. No one's taking it unless it's like on Clawed Fiends or Fast Cav or something like that. All right, so wow, those are looking good. I don't know, you guys got a feeling between the demon lists? A lot of similarities in some respects.
Those Hoarders are going to be gunning for that stay in combat for 4 rounds thing. They get is it +2 automatic hits each every turn?
Yeah.
That they've stayed in combat?
Great.
Yeah, they ramp up quickly.
If only the Miser was fighting the Hoarders,
22 Lemures against the 18 Lemures. They could sit in combat for eternity and not kill each other.
This sounds like a handshake agreement between Mark and you.
I think it's going to be a good matchup. It'll depend on the player, I think, in this case, rather than the lists.
Yeah.
And I know Hugo's a good player, but I don't know how often he plays demons.
Yeah,
I know
Mark's
Cordy
very
plays
experienced with
demons
demons.
exclusively, so yeah, and he's very experienced with that list as well. So I think he's in for a good shot at it.
Great points. All right, let's have a look at those matchups again, just to wrap it up. So you can see there we've got Brendan versus Cameron, that Empire versus Undying Dynasties. That's 120 Black Furs against Tim's 120 leaderless Dread Elves. Then we've got the Ogres against the Highborn Elves on Max's and my table. We've got the Sylvans against the Ogres with the Chef. So they're going to T. And Hugo versus Mark at the end there with the Double Demon Legion. So that wraps it up. Fingers crossed that we don't have any dropouts, but either way, that'll be good. If I need to, I can go around to the different tables, because we do have a couple of new players. So again, hopefully those guys have a great time and they want to come back for our next events. So let's just have a quick look at those, where hopefully Kieran and I have been trying to get CanCon sorted. That's 24th to 26th.
I've submitted everything for it, so hopefully they get back to me.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because I know a few people want to travel down, and there are one or two, I think the Knights really want to get to that as well. Obviously, one of them lives in Canberra, so
absolutely.
They really want to get to that, and they couldn't make this one, unfortunately, due to all sort of family reasons. So fingers crossed we'll see the Knights there. Then we will pretty much lock in ShireCon for next year. That's in May. Castle Assault / the Graves Call. We will have some announcements about that once we know sort of what the situation is, since the club has moved. Do you guys have any kind of knowledge on that, where they're at with the club? No?
I've been so out of the loop with that, unfortunately.
Oh, good.
The case of find a different venue unless they are renovating it and going through sales, so it might be an option in the future.
Yep. As we put out on our other videos, end of an era, so we won't be able to really rely on that anymore. We'll have to kind of find elsewhere. And Moab this year will be back, and we'll be trying to put together events that people want to go to. So I'll keep polling the community and seeing what they want before we organize those. And it's great. My favorite thing is that you submit an event and it's called Ninth Age, so it's got a number, so they usually put it at the top of the tournament list alphabetically, so everyone gets to see it, and we're getting some good traction and having some good conversations with people. So that's why we've got 2 new players, and fingers crossed everyone has a lot of fun. It is BYO. I will sort out lunch with Brendan, as I mentioned. And thank you for joining me. Thank you, Kieran, so much, and good luck with your commission painting.
Thank you very much. It's been loads of boring.
The commission painting, not the video. Yep.
Yes, absolutely. No, the commission painting is slowly killing me.
Yeah. And Dylan, thanks so much as well for joining us.
Thanks heaps for having us on.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I love to speak to you guys. It's always a good excuse to get you on, and hopefully we get to play some games soon.
Absolutely. I hope it all goes really well.
No, thank you so much, guys. And thank you, everyone, for listening to the Part-Time Warlords. See you later.